What's up there, travel family? It's your favorite girl to travel, ho ho ho, and the proud owner of Traveler Sexy Travel Agency, here with day 5 of our 7-day cruise aboard MSC's Divina. All right, day 5. Where are we on day 5? We are in Costa Maya, Mexico. That's right, guys, Costa Maya, Mexico. Um, again, I had just recently been to this port um, uh, a few months prior to sailing with MSC when I was on the Mardi Gras in March. So this was my second time back to this port, my son's first time, and I have to tell you guys, he had an amazing time because why? The drinking age in Mexico is 18. He's 19, so that now meant that he could get a drink. He didn't need my permission. He didn't need any of that. Um, so he was able to get a drink. So, the joys of being in Mexico and the age difference, right? So, what do we do in Mexico? We actually just kind of stayed around the port that particular day. We didn't really go anywhere, didn't really do any excursions or anything like that. Just kind of walked around the port, ate a little bit, and just kind of hung out and just chilled. Now, of course, as we've stated in the previous videos, there are always tons of different things to do. There's all types of excursions. I actually picked up, let me see if I can find it for you. I actually picked up, they have a little booklet that is uh, that they have on the ship, and you can see it talks about the destination guides and the different excursions that you can pick from throughout the course of your cruise. So it has all the write-ups and everything in each different port, and it also tells you how long. And so it gives you a description about the tour, tells you how long it is, the duration of it, and so on and so forth. So you usually will find these on the ship. Sometimes you even find them in your uh, crew in your cabin as well. So again, weather's beautiful. Um, that evening was a we're gonna call a dress up night. Sometimes they have theme nights. So this particular night happened to be white night. So again, plenty of excursions to do. We didn't do a whole lot. We just hung around, but I will tell you, Mexico is absolutely beautiful. I will share some pictures with you guys at the end of this video. Um, and again, you can kind of see where we hung out. Now, I will tell you that in this particular port, they have this little space around. It's blocked off, but it has flamingos, so they're always nice to see. But man, can I tell you, them flamingos kind of stinky, stinky, stinky. But yeah, we just like I said, bought some souvenirs. We hung around and just kind of chilled out. And again, they gave, as I stated in previous videos, they didn't have for this particular ship. There's no app, so they gave the daily programs every day. So again, it just told you, everything that was going on that day. Places to see and things to do, shopping, the excursions that they have for the day. Um, and yeah, that was really truly about it. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm looking. Yeah, that was about it. Like again, like I said, because I had been there and didn't do a lot that particular day, so we just kind of chilled out. So, I know this video is going to be super short, and people will say, you know, um, tell me more. So I'll tell you. So we got up, we had breakfast. I think we went downstairs to the main dining room. I've said this in previous videos. When I first started cruising, it used to be that I would always go to the buffet for breakfast. But as I continued to cruise, I found out this little tip that they serve breakfast in the dining room. Now, the nice feature about that is that unlike dinner where you're assigned a table and you assigned your service for the remainder of your cruise, when you do breakfast, you don't have to go to your particular dining room wherever you have dinner at night. You just go. There's one main entrance that you go to in a dining room. You just tell them, they know you're there for breakfast, and someone will seat you. And it's a lot better. It's a lot nicer than having to just kind of go through the lines at the buffet, which we know can usually be kind of crowded. So if you remember anything from this video or any previous videos, just know head to the dining room for breakfast. If it's a must and you maybe just don't want to get up and go out of your cabin that morning, then also feel free to order room service. I do know that most times continental breakfast is free. There's usually a little card or something in your room, that you can hang out on your door at night to say, that you want breakfast, and they'll come and drop it off. It'll ask you what time you want it, what you want. You just check those things off, and then it'll be delivered at that time for you. So, again, that's a great way and a nice way to start your day. If you're gonna get off the ship and be in port all day, go sit down, have a good meal. In the dining room, it's less crowded. People aren't all put together like they are in the buffet. Sorry about that. Then let's see, what do we do? Like I said, we got off the ship after having breakfast. We walked around, we looked around, we bought a few souvenirs. Um, and then just pretty much came back to the ship. I think we had lunch on the ship as well. I'm not even sure what we had. We might have went to the buffet just to kind of see what was happening for the buffet because we were going to dinner shortly, so I wasn't trying to eat a whole lot. Now I know people talked about a lot about the service, and I have to tell you, my experience was a good experience. I didn't really have a whole lot to complain about. The one thing that I've said before is that I realize is that, a lot of these cruise lines, even though they're back up and running, that they are still short staffed. And that's the one thing I've said throughout any video that I've done when we talk about cruising is to give people have some understanding, because just like how we had to go through a process to get back to life and travel and doing certain things, those workers on the cruise lines are doing the same thing. They have to go through their local governments and stuff to get their paperwork together to get back on the ships. And just like our country and the states here, things are behind. So are they. So again, just be mindful of that when you're setting sail, or just when you're traveling in general. That things, even though the world has opened back up, things aren't quite the same. So try to go with an open mind, go and enjoy yourself, have a good time, and try not to complain too much, because why? Everybody is truly doing the best that they can. All right. So if you've ever been to Costa Maya, Mexico, um, drop me a comment. Let me know that you've been there. Let me know what you've done. I like to hear some of your experiences and things that that you might have done if you paid for shore excursions, or if you just decide to kind of go it on your own and get a car or get a cab and have someone local show you around. So either way, again, this video is not going to be super long. I just wanted to come to you and share with you what we did on day 5 of our 7-day cruise aboard the MSC Divina. Until the next video, guys. Peace.